All right. Well, welcome everybody again to this well-anticipated pre-launch of our new products within the Utopian Global ecosystem. My name is Claudia Eifert, and I'm super happy to be able to finally, believe me, I'm so happy to release those new exciting products to you, which we have been working on for quite some time, but all good things, they take a while, as they say. And with me, I have the founder and CEO of the company on the call, which I believe most of you know, Mr. Bill Rao. Bill, it's great to have you here on the call. And you are with us here in Dubai. It's really great to see you again and to start again these presentations for the people from all over the world, because this is really our mission, purpose, focus to help you have a better life. Bill, you wish to say some introductory words?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Claudia. It's great to be here on this call. Thank you for the invitation. I want to thank our team here in Dubai and abroad for building this over the last 18 months. And most importantly, I want to thank the people in many parts of the world who have been involved with us, many for 13, 14 years, actually. In fact, we founded the Swiss company Real Gold Enterprise in 2008, and we've had clients with us since that period of time, wishing to build a more stable life financially through the ownership of precious metals, gold and silver, through income producing assets, and of course our affiliate program. And we've seen in the world the last 18 months how things have changed unexpectedly, and we're still not out of it, of course. And it's really brought great changes to the way billions of people live around the world. Many people savings have been decimated over the last 18 months. And so our strategy over this last year and a half is really to partner with strategic partners, different parts of the world, to be able to get involved with minerals and the value chain at early stages, and to be able to provide this value chain to our members so you too can profit. We're going to share. It's a profit sharing system that we're really bringing to the table. And Mr. Rizvi is one of the main strategists, been a banker for 25 years, merchant banking. He brings a lot of experience in this area to our board. I just received, it's interesting where we are in today's world, isn't it? If you look where we are. I mean, I received a notice from my Swiss banks, must be about 6 weeks ago, saying they're now charging our company for having money in the bank. Negative interest rates, we see this in North America, we see it in Europe now. So here they are, the banks are actually charging us money for having money deposited in their account. So you as people, you as workers, you as savers are being penalized for having money in the bank. So what is your plan B? What is your plan C? What do you do? How do you protect your hard-earned labor and also get a good yield from that? And this is purely what Utopian Global's mission is going to be. So with that, Claudia, I'm going to pass it back over to you to take us through the presentation. We also launched, as Claudia said, our new website, utopianglobal.com. You'll see a completely new message. So we look forward to getting your feedback on that. But we have a great team here in Dubai and around the world, and we look forward for you to be able to generate good, solid, long-term returns to what we're actually providing our members around the world. So back over to you, Claudia.
First, I have to find my unmute button, but here we are. Well, thank you so much, Bill, for again sharing your vision with Utopian Global, and always your outlook for new strategic partners, which can, of course, provide us better returns, which we all strive and look for. Utopian Global, as you see here, everything has changed from the logo, from the colors, etc. So you'll be glad to see a new facelift. And I must say I'm quite happy with what I see so far from this new website, because it's just very much easier. But for all of you people on the call who have never been exposed to Utopian Global, again, we are around since 2008. That is quite some time. We are in 2021 and very soon it's 22. I can't believe how time flies. But we always have been and always will be involved in real assets. Utopian Global, it's all about investing in assets the smart way. And I just need to find here my slides, how I can actually share them. bear with me 1 second here. All right. Utopian Global is really your entry into a multi-trillion-dollar industry, a fully transparent digital asset platform that generates stable income, bringing real-world physical asset trade to blockchain, which is so key. We always talk about real assets. There's a lot of assets, a lot of talk about assets, and very often there's nothing behind. We believe in creating value by investing in real assets that produce a real income that, of course, give you a real lifestyle. And the team behind, as you just saw and heard from Bill Rowell, he's the founder and CEO of the company. Next to Bill is Mr. Danish Rizvi, which is with me here in the office in Dubai. He is our Chief Strategy Officer of Investments, has a huge experience, very, very big experience in investments. And he's going to talk about at the end of the presentation a little bit. And of course, next week, he's going to give a huge presentation where he's getting into the nitty-gritty, all details of how we actually going to generate those amazing returns through the different vehicles we are engaged with. So he's very experienced in the sector, I believe 2 decades of experience. And I'm really happy to have him on board and be able to welcome him to our platform. In the middle, you see, of course, me. I don't need to introduce myself anymore. And we have our Chief Technology Officer and his team, Madeline Mokanita, and Mr. Zayed Hussein, the Executive Director for the engineering side in the different assets of the strategic partnership, which we do have. Now, we all know, and this is nothing new, inflation is at staggering height. In fact, this is the latest figure from the US, 5.8% all-time high. Banks give almost no interest. As you just heard Bill Rowell talking, our founder, we now with Utopian Global actually getting charged negative interest rate for having money in the bank. I'm from Germany, we have the same. So many countries are facing already that, so there is no 1.5% earnings. But some countries, some people still have that in a fixed term deposit. Now, of course, other ways to generate income through real estate. Real estate traditionally has been always quite stable and earning great returns. And in real estate, of course, we say the average would be up to 8% per annum. But we all understand that through rising government debt, through an imbalanced global financial system, it's getting harder and harder to actually get by. Now, what we also learned in the last few months, in the last half year, in the last 2 years, blockchain technology is really disrupting everything. And one phenomenon and one new industry is emerging, and it's really disrupting the way finance was done, and that is decentralized finance. Some of you may heard it, some of you may don't, but decentralized finance is really disrupting the banking industry. Why? Because it pays better yields than the banks or real estate. And some returns are absolutely staggering high as 50% and more. But of course, with that, there's huge risk. But when we go into that whole new area, really changing from this industrial age into this new age, World Wide Web, and now with Web 3.0 coming soon or around the corner, we know that, of course, and everybody, I believe, on the call knows that Bitcoin, when it emerged in 2009, a lot of people, thought, well, this is a scam, this is a fraud, this can never happen. Governments will never be able to let this slip through. So it will just not be possible. And of course, there were lots of talks about Bitcoin being the new gold 2.0, etc., etc. But with that, of course, Bitcoin has grown, and certainly nowadays it's in everyday news. It's always about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain, so we can't really deny it. Now, in 2017, something huge happened, and it was, of course, a lot of companies, a lot of projects. They built their own tokens, based on or replicating a little bit the model of Bitcoin. So there was actually this ICO craze, which raised around 6.88 billion US dollars, and a total of 4,000 free projects, different projects, tokens, coins were actually developed. Now, unfortunately, and this is always the case with new industries, most of those projects, they don't exist anymore. They're gone. They are long gone. Now, fast forward today, in this last 2 years really of this coronavirus pandemic we are in, and especially in 2021, so in this first quarter to now, another phenomenon is happening, and that is this decentralized finance. In fact, 275 billion in comparison with a 6.8 billion were now raised through decentralized finance. Why? Well, because people are looking for bigger yields. They want to make more money, and those decentralized finance platforms, they give you really, really amazing return. But what we also learned is that the banks of the future, they are on the blockchain. In fact, almost everything is going blockchain. DeFi offers financial services to literally everyone with a smartphone and an internet access. There's no discrimination, no race, low fees, user-friendly. It's an open source platform. DeFi is really banking the unbanked. And users get some of the best rewards for their money because the middleman, which we know through brokers, through banks, is actually taken out from the equation. But of course, as we said, there are a lot of potential risks with DeFi. Now, don't get me wrong, I like DeFi very much. I'm very much immersed and involved into all this new industry. But of course, I understand there is a lot of risk, and some of the risk is high volatility, a possibility of total loss of funds, of assets, meaning your tokens, your coins, which you have purchased, they could be totally being lost. This is a possibility because of the moving markets. There as markets, they go up and down. Some of the new tokens which launching, they go straight away down south. Some of them make huge gains. And of course, those decentralized platforms which make the returns for you from them, of course, they're facing those challenges. Liquidity, of course, sometimes it's not easy to cash out. And we still have sometimes high transaction costs, even though there's a lot of improvement in this area. The complexity, the ease of use, we still have so many people, they don't know how to get involved. It's too difficult, it's too complicated. They don't understand it. And unless, of course, it's going to be so easy that everybody can use this, then of course it will be a real success. But we are, of course, in the very, very early stage still of that. That's why still potential risks. Regulation, of course, we just saw China again put out all the miners and is actually forbidding that in China. So if you're in China, of course, either you know your way around or it's quite difficult to get involved into the market. Lack of experience of founders, we often have that. New DeFi platforms, they still do not have this experience and therefore make mistakes. Fraudulent platforms, there's a lot of them. I mean, there is a lot of them. And the great thing, not the great thing, but the thing is they are getting so good in scamming you that, I mean, you have no idea sometimes. Even experienced people, unfortunately, fall into them. Our approach to generate high yields is different. It is really bringing real world physical asset trade to blockchain, real world physical asset trade to blockchain. This is where I'm so happy to sit next to Mr. Danish Rizvi, who is an expert in this field. And he's going to talk all about that on our next presentation, which is going to be into really much detail. This is going to be next week, but we're bringing real world physical asset trade to blockchain, and blockchain, of course, which now is a proven technology. It certainly works. We all have learned that, being around now since 2009. And what we generate here with Utopian Global and through Utopian Global is similar returns to DeFi, which is really, really great. So it's a perfect timing demand of natural resources could not be bigger. I mean, the population is growing. There's no question about it. There's new buildings being built. In fact, there's new cities being built. Saudi Arabia, here our neighbor country to the UAE, they're building an entire new city. What do you think they need? Well, they need a lot of real assets, a lot of different minerals, a lot of new energy, because they're going to be the greenest city, I believe that's their plan on planet Earth. So, and of course, through that, those resources, we can give you relative stable returns. Income opportunity could not be better because we give you a low startup cost, and you have an unlimited earning potential. And of course, through the network effect, you can even further increase your earnings. World-class leadership, visionary entrepreneurs. I mean, really visionary entrepreneurs. Once you're going to learn all about the board, is really amazing. You will be really blown away. Decades of experiences, which is really, really key. Through our strategic partners, you will be able to have a stable, secured, and strong financial return through, of course, a calculated exposure in real and tangible assets by investing in Cashets. Cashets is the new token which we are launching on the blockchain. And Cashets gives its holders the right to earn relatively stable yield by taking exposure in real world tangible assets that are profit driven from their value chain. And again, Mr. Rizvi is going to talk more about that. We are really capitalizing on transformation in everyday goods and commodities. Let's face it, even through a lot of talks about metaverse and NFTs, and I believe the most highest NFT being sold, this CryptoPunk, over 500 million. We still need to somehow have water, food on the table. We still need to move goods. So we still need all of that in our real world. So our focus is really on value creation by investing at optimal stages of transformation processes. The focus is on value creation, very important, value creation. So imagine being part of the future transformation in energy storage. Just look at the growth of that. With the growth in renewable energy and other technologies only, the demand for rare earth minerals, and especially silica, all products around silica, is expected to increase up to 500% in only 4 years to come. I mean, this is crazy, but I see it here firsthand. You know, when you come and go out of Dubai, and every time you come, there's a new skyscraper built. There's new things. There's drones. There is more e-vehicles. I mean, there's a whole fleet of Teslas actually just standing around. I wish I could show you, but I think the sun is blinding too much here. Maybe I can a little later on. You see, just in the last year, you know, everywhere you can literally take the scooters, which is of course EV battery powered cars. I mean, it's just so fast expanding this industry. Electric vehicles, batteries, automotive industry, metallurgy, construction, semiconductors, solar panels, microchips, carbides, ceramics. This is just a few products which are actually being developed out of silica. This is one product, one industry we are getting involved in out of the many other industries we are going to be involved in. And I mean, this is really, really big. And again, we're going to go into detail. We have a really beautiful white paper, which you can read and study in depth, where everything is explained into details. So Cashets, the Cashets token, really has a multi-layered approach and opportunity to create a diversified, stable investment portfolio, which is focused on value creation. Its foundation is energy resource projects, such as silica products from Europe, renewables, metals, industrial material, and construction. Its core, it's transit trade, value chain, production, procurement, real estate. Yes, we are also going into real estate. F&B, this is food and beverage, fashion, and even electronics. We're also getting involved into high growth assets such as mineral development, really from the extraction stage to the finished finalized products, commodities, raw materials, diamonds, rare earth minerals, and more. So all this is our multi-layered approach and opportunity for you to really create this diversified, stable investment portfolio. Now, how do we make money, or how do you gonna earn? And I believe this is the part where everybody wants to know more about and wants to really understand. And that is, of course, through our Utopian Global Infinity Vault, where you buy your Cashets token and you stake your Cashets token and you earn a yield. Very, very simple. You see here on this slider below 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, and 365 days. Yes, it's pretty simple. You can earn up to a 30% APY, annual yield, by staking your Cashets in the Infinity Vault. And it's so simple that the longer you stake, the higher your return will be. Now, let's say you bought your Cashets and after 30 days you wish to cash out, fine. You get the yield, obviously, and you get your money. It's 100% callable at any time. Anytime you wish, you can take your money out. And this is big. This is so big because this gives you the confidence, the security. Well, you know what? I can't actually lose. I can actually get my money back anytime I wish. Now, I know some of you guys, you're going to just try out the system, you're just going to test it, and you're going to put your money in maybe for 1 month, let it work, fine. Some of you, they're going to take it and have it working a little bit later, fine. You can do, and this is the great thing, whatever you wish to do. Just understand, as longer you hold the money in, as higher your return will be. It's simple as that. You're not going to get a 30% if you just hold it for 30 days. You will get it by becoming a premium yield earner after 365 days, which is fantastic. So the next step is really to select your yield. And that is, we have 3 different options. One option is the standard yield, where you, from as little as 200 euro, can put your money to work. And you will receive up to a 17% per annum APY. You also be able to, of course, buy gold or silver products. And you, of course, have the access to call back your money whenever you wish, which is really great. Now, the premium yield, it is the second way you can actually get involved. And the premium yield requires a 35 euro monthly in order that you actually not just get access to higher returns, such as, of course, a 30% per annum, but you also can direct refer, that is 1 level people, and earn as well an estimated 6% of their investments. But you also, as a premium yield, you also be able to get your gold or silver at wholesale price, don't have storage fees, etc. So this is really great. But of course, some of you are already affiliates with us. Some of you are affiliates since 2008. That is a long time. Some of you are new. As affiliates, you have a one-time entry of 390 euros and then a recurring 35 euros a month, as long as you wish to earn this high yield and as long as you wish to refer and share it with other people. But of course, as affiliate, you have all the other benefits on top of that, and that is you can not only get from 1 level payment whenever you refer somebody to Cashets, but actually 2 levels. So let's say I was to, or Brian, who's on the call, was to refer it to Bill, and Bill was to refer it to Shirley. Well, Brian would actually make money from Bill and from Shirley, from whatever they put into Cashets, which is really, really great. But also as an affiliate, you have access to all kinds of different incentives, to the affiliate program, to maybe even a visit to Dubai, who knows, or somewhere else. But you also, of course, participated in the uni-level commission plan, and I'm going to talk about a little later on that. And your yield is going to be even higher when you share. So those are the three options which you can come on board. And again, we're going to address more into details for each and every body of you a little later. We're going to do some Q&A at the end, not too long, because of course, time is precious, and I know we all have to do things. So let's get started here to explain you a little bit more into detail our Infinity Vault, where you stake your Cashets token. As you see here, the time frame, and you see within a month, after 1 month, after 3 months, after 6 months, after 12 months, what is happening? And you see, of course, there on top, the standard yield, the premium yield, and the affiliate rewards program. So the standard yield, as I said, up to 17.4% per annum, the premium yield up to 30%. And then, of course, we have the affiliate rewards program. So let's go back and explain you just a little bit the standard yield. Standard yield is where you come in, you enter literally for free. Of course, you buy your Cashets. At least the minimum investment is 200 euros. And after 1 month, if you wish to take it out, well, you made 0.45% on the money you put in. Okay, that's 0.45%. May not sound much when it comes together for, of course, or comparing with banking returns or anything else in that field, it is still better. As you heard from Bill and also from myself, we are actually paying the bank now to have money in the bank. We're certainly not getting 0.45% after 1 month and having our money in the bank. After 3 months, as a standard yield program, you're getting 0.63%. After 6 months, you get almost 1%. After 12 months, you get 1.42% on your money. Again, if you wish after 1 month to take it out, you can do so. No worries, no problem. But of course, when you take your money out and then you wish to put it in again because you just want to try out the system, that's possible, no problem. But again, you start with month 1, meaning you, let's say, earn for 1 month, you get your 0.45% or 0.45%. You take out the money, you see it works, you put it in again, well, you start again at 1 month. That means after 1 month, again, you're going to get 0.45. Now, if you keep it longer in, you're now getting 0.63. If you keep it longer in, you get now 0.96 and so on. I think you get me. But as you see here, in annual returns translated after 12 months, that translates to 17.4%. Now, let's look at the premium yield program. As you see, up to 30% per annum, same principle, but of course, because you are paying the 30 euro monthly, that of course gives you the privilege to earn higher yields. And so you see here after 1 month, 0.6%, after 3 months, 1.8%, after 6 months, 1.9%, after 12 months, 2.5%, which calculates to a 30%. Now, I'm going to show you in the next example what that actually looks like. So let's say you have, or you come in with a standard yield program. You put in 10K, that's 10,000 euros. You stake it in Cashets, so you buy your Cashets token, and you stake it for 12 months. Well, in the standard yield program, you are actually making 17.4% per annum. That means now you're actually earning 11,000. Well, you're not earning, but you're having now your 10,000 euros is now 11,000 euros 704, which is great. It's a 17.4%. That's definitely way more than the bank. Now imagine you have 100K. I know people on this call, and I'm not going to name, they certainly have 100K. Now imagine you have 5K. This is still great. That is still better again than bank gives you. Imagine you have 2K, still great. So it really doesn't matter. That's why we allow from 200 euros onwards to have you come on board. Now let's look at the other example. 10,000 euros, 10K, staked in Cashets with the premium yield or the affiliate reward program. Now look at that. Now your 10K staked is actually going to be 13,000 or 13K. That's a 30% per annum. Now, if you have 100K, that's actually 30,000 euros. That's what most people, you know, I would say here in Dubai, well, not most people, no, let's say the people who work in offices would make in a year. So this is really, really great. And this is what we give you through those different opportunities we are involved through our strategic partnership, which is really, really great. But again, Danish on his presentation, Mr. Rizvi, he's going to talk next week really into detail how this looks like. But I know not everybody wants to get all this understanding because sometimes it's overwhelming and it's too much. So that's why we in this presentation want to keep it pretty simple and quite short. Still gonna longer than we always expect, but at least we're gonna keep it simple. So how can you buy Cashets? Very simple. You go to the Utopian Global brand new website. And I believe, knowing you guys on the call, that you already had a little bit of a sneak peek at the website. I hope you like it. Please, please, please give us your feedback, your suggestions. And again, it's not all yet ready. There's still a lot of improvement to be done. There's a lot of changes to be done still, but we have launched, which is really great. But again, we are evolving, it's improving, it's getting better all the time. Rome was also not built in one day, as they say. So how can you buy Cashets? You go to the Utopian Global website, you register, of course, on the referral link the person who invited you to this presentation gave you. You verify your email, you submit all your documents because we have to do KYC, know your client, and AML, and anti-monetary laundering. So we have to go through the KYC process. Once accepted, then of course you automatically log into the Utopian Global platform. You can then choose your specific rewards program you want to participate in. Do you want to have the standard yield? Do you want to have a premium yield? You can, of course, then review the white paper, or you download now the white paper. You can do so as well on our homepage. And I really invite you, actually, I urge you to read the white paper because I know there's so many people, they just don't read it. And it's just good to read the white paper. And then you can purchase Cashets and you receive your, of course, yield into your e-wallet, which you can cash out whenever you wish and decide to cash out. As you learned before, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, depending what is your horizon on having the money staked for you. So with Utopian Global, as you see, you can create your own economy and earn on terms that really beat them all. You can refer a friend and you can start earning. So really that you are one day closer to financial freedom. Isn't that what we all want? And through the premium yield referral system, you can now invite your friends and earn. How it works is simple. For each friend that you referred that purchased Cashets, you can earn 0.5% monthly on whatever tokens they have locked away. That is through the premium yield referral system. So when your premium yield referral, that means you pay your 35 euro monthly. As long as you pay them, you're eligible to refer people to our platform, and you can earn one level. That's one level. It's your direct referrals on whatever day or however many tokens they stake away. Now, when you become a premium affiliate, a premium affiliate. That means you buy the 390 euro package, you are activated with your 35 euro monthly. As long as you are activated with your 35 euro monthly, you then also earn when you friends share Cash's Utopian Global platform with other people. That means you then also earn from the friends, whatever tokens they lock away. And then you can earn an extra 0.2% on your second level. But when you become a premium affiliate, you can not only just leverage your income, and that is, of course, making money the many other ways we allow you to earn, which I'm going to touch in a second. You're not only going to get the premium yield, but of course, you have also access to buy our precious metals through a wholesale pricing, which is really, really great. And of course, you have other many benefits, which bit by bit, we're going to release as well as we grow. There will be continuously more benefits coming out. I mean, we have huge plans, of course, to take hopefully many of you to this beautiful location where I'm sitting at. Not sure if you can see it, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak preview. And I believe this is the place where everybody wants to go eventually. That is, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that is actually the Dubai fountain. Isn't that one of the main tourist attractions? Well, this is where we are here at, and we had already a few people actually coming and visit us from Harold's team in the UK. And if you're on the call, hello to you. So the Utopian Global Affiliate Awards referral program has, of course, many other benefits than just by becoming a premium yield member. So as an affiliate, you can earn from the precious metals bonus, you can earn from the uni level bonus, you can earn from the gold leadership bonus, you can earn from the Cash's Infinity Vault, and of course, earn your your fast start bonus. So every time you refer and somebody else who joins as a affiliate, you earn a fast start bonus straight away, which is really great. So where from here, what are your next step? Pretty simple. If you're ready to start, register today, choose your level of entry. It's up to you. Purchase and start earning. Or optional, of course, share and accelerate your rewards when you, of course, share the system with others. Need more info? Fine. Go back to the person who invited you or stay on the call for some Q&A. It's simple. Enroll, share, and earn. As we always end this presentation with, in order to create amazing wealth, you who are on the call need to understand the secret of wealth creation. And that is the wealthiest people in business, they just don't trade their time for money. They don't do that. They don't do that. They leverage their money to work for them. They leverage. And to achieve the biggest results with the least amount of effort, you got to maximize people's time, effort, and resources. You got to allow them to gain more with less effort and less risk. With that, I want to thank you all for coming on board today on this pre-launch, this first presentation. Now we're gonna be non-stop presenting, being out there, sharing it. So you got to follow us, of course, on Facebook, on Twitter. Well, Facebook we are not so much anymore because of all those. This is what's happening. But of course, on Twitter, on Instagram, through Discord, through Telegram, mainly, of course, through Telegram. Stay engaged. And let me now go into the Q&A, because I know it has always, of course, a lot of questions, especially after this first call we are having. But let me pass this quickly first over to our founder and CEO, Mr. Bill Rao, before we going into those Q&A here. Bill, are you on the call?
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you for the great and detailed presentation. As you can see, there's some very exciting programs been available to our people around the world right now, and for it to be callable. When we say callable, it's not just your yield, it's your principal and yield. So it's very, very flexible. Liquidity is really key for people around the world right now. You're not trapped. You can get out anytime, because we understand. We've also experienced the last 18 months of how the world's changed, and maybe needed to dig into some savings or this and that unexpected occurrences in people's lives. So being callable is fantastic. And having it backed by real assets means the money's going to be there to be able to pay you out when you want it. And Mr. Rizvi, Dinesh will speak about this in detail more on next week's call. The other notice that I came out in the presentation, many of the people who were with us, of course, who were affiliates, congratulations to you. You don't have to buy another 390 package. If you're already an affiliate, that is okay. You're qualified to actually earn the high yield. And you'll notice that the premium yield is not 50 euros per month, it's 35 euros per month. There's no precious metals in it, but you're getting the high yield. That's a regulatory change that we had to make because many of the cross-border banking, international banking regulations have changed with dealing with precious metals. So one company is looking after precious metals in Dubai, where we're regulated. Another company in Switzerland is looking after the affiliate program. So you're actually saving, for a bit over $1 a day, primarily, you have access to a global business where you can get high yield and get ownership of real assets at wholesale price. So they're primarily the changes that our members for the last many years would notice straight away on the new website. So that's all I wanted to say. Any questions? Shall I maybe pass it over to Dinesh? It's going to be a pleasure to have him join the team. Maybe you'd like to say a few words. I know he's very excited about this, been international banking for 25 years, and to be able to be involved in this changing digital world. Let's hear a few words from Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Bill. It's a really pleasure and excited to be on the call. And now that we're going live and putting all our projects and products and services and structuring it in such a way that everybody actually benefits out of it, it definitely it's an honor. I mean, it's been some time that we've been developing it. I think it's been more than 10 months, but the whole process has come through very well. And the whole concept over here is, obviously, I will go into details in next week's presentation. But what we've done is we are taking physical assets, whereby we are tapping into those markets and those industries which are most critical at the moment, from F&B to precious metals, to those metals which are very much needed, like Claudia actually explained in her presentation, which will be required in electric cars and batteries, and even aerospace, even food and beverage, where basically we have 81 million people. The population is increasing by that amount every year. So we are tapping into those transformational industries where we will be earning a lot. We've been into this business since a very long time. I've been an investment banker. I've been into investments since last 23 years. Been into every sector of investments. And now we're actually bringing through the team all these products and services on the platform for people to utilize and benefit out of them. Bill, back to you. Thank you.
It's a great pleasure and honor for us to have you, Dinesh. So thank you for joining and having confidence in what we want to provide and serve the people. This is what we're doing. So I'm very excited about it as well. So back over to you, Claudia. So maybe you've got some important questions that you'd like to respond to.
Well, what I would actually like to do is show quickly the website. So I want to just quickly go over and share my screen again and show you guys the new website. And I hope that I'm going to get and that we're going to get a lot of feedback from you. So any feedback is appreciated, positive, negative, suggestions, that is all fine. So let me just go ahead and try to share my screen here, if this is possible.
And while you're doing that, Claudia, I'll just mention to our current members, you may need to clear your cache to allow the new updated integrated website to load fully. Otherwise, you might have some of the old content. So if you're experiencing that, just please clear your cache and reload the page, and you'll find that it'll work thereafter very, very well.
Absolutely. And the website is really now designed to for you, if you wish to share it with other people, be a very simple website, which is very, very easy to understand, as you can see here. Very explanatory, so very easy to explain. So yeah, this is our new website. Again, more and more will be added to. We also have a new back office. So if you have not logged in yet, we also have a new back office. Now, what I have heard and from some people is because we added a new layer of security, they couldn't log in, or they didn't receive their PIN code to their phone and so on. So for you guys who haven't logged in for a while, so this is a new feature which has been added, meaning right now, so if you, let's say you haven't had logged in, I don't know, Bill, you may tell me how many months, let's say a few months you haven't logged in, you log in automatically. Now you will get a code to your phone, and you need to enter this phone in order to access your website. So this is an extra step on security. Security is a huge issue. It's a big issue. In fact, as I mentioned before, in those decentralized finance platforms, a lot of funds are being lost because of hacks. So security is a very, very big issue, and we are really always top on it. So that's what I wanted to share you here. I know we are at 10 minutes to the hour. Well, the questions obviously one in which you addressed already. So if you are an existing member already, you had purchased in the past, well, you don't need to again buy your entry package. But in order to earn, of course, the high yield, obviously you need to buy products. So you need to buy cash ads. And in order to get the high yield, you've got to be active with a 35 euro. So you've got to activate your 35 euro in order to be able to actually then receive this higher yield. So yeah, up from as little as 200 euro, you can start putting your money to work. With a 35 euro per month, you will actually achieve the higher yield, the premium yield. If you want to be just standard yield earner, up to 17% a year, that's fine. You don't have to buy the 35 euro. You just put in from as little as 200 euro, whatever you want. Now, when it comes to precious metals, some of the questions are coming. Do we still offer precious metals? Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can still buy precious metals through our platform. There has nothing been changed in that sense. So from as little as 25 euro, you can still buy gold, silver, gold and or silver. That still stays the same. We still have storage facility, etc. So all that is still the same. Just our back office has changed in the way it is actually looking now. And again, there's still some things to fine tune, some things to be done. That's always clear after a new launch. So things can only get better in that perspective. Other than that, so yeah, basically, when can they start? Bill, is the question. Can they start now? Buy literally now? Is it possible?
Absolutely, Claudia. It's live. And the assets is owned, so we're involved in the supply chain. So yes, let's move and grow and help people generate, including ourselves. Everyone in the team's also involved in this. So we all want to earn a high yield, and also preserve our wealth with the gold and silver.
Fantastic. Now, I myself going to do a presentation tonight, I believe, for Harold, who's on the call, and his team. So that's going to be at 10 o'clock my time, and we're going to go over the same again. Excited for that. We obviously, for the leaders on the call here, we have the presentation ready for you so that you can, if you wish, start doing your own presentations now. That is something you can, of course, very soon now, in fact, now get ready to do so. Other questions we have here, I can't see at the moment, unless Mary sees something here. I can't at the moment. Okay, so let me just go and quickly look into those questions here for you. Again, we can't really answer all of them, but at least a few of these questions. Unfortunately, I can't see them here, but let me just quickly go there. In the meantime, I'm getting the questions from Mary. So bear with me at the moment. Maybe Bill wants to make 1 or 2 comments. In the meantime, I get those questions from Mary.
Well, the communication is very important, Claudia, getting feedback from our members around the world. We want to hear your experience, good and bad, because that's how we grow and get things right. So that's very important for us. Our support team is headed by Mary, who's on this particular call. So we thank her, and many of you know Susan and of course Patrick, and the other team members as well. But so any questions, make sure you head them through to support@utopianglobal.com. Login issues, the same thing. Because you haven't got maybe your phone number set in, because you now need that the 2FA to be able to log in. Again, send a ticket into support. Make sure that you use your account registered email address. That's very, very important. Otherwise, you'll get a response back. We don't have an account in our database, so that's obviously very important. Back to you, Claudia.
Yes, so it was there was no question actually. It was more so likes, thumbs up, so which is really great. So with that, we don't want to hold you longer. I know we have a lot to do still here, like a lot. Sometimes you don't know where to start first, but it's fantastic. I thank you so much for being on the presentation. I really look forward to meet each and every one of you. I look forward for your feedback. I look forward to hopefully see many of you on those beautiful incentive trips, which are coming. And that is, something which is really, really great. I know so many people looking forward too. We had our last incentive trip, which was nice, actually back in Texas, which was beautiful as well. So, but this time it's going to be also hot, but a little bit of a different environment. And I must tell you, I'm enjoying my time here in Dubai. Very, very much. I know it's so busy. It is so full. There's so many people coming here because it seems to be one of those places where life still is somehow going on. So with that, thank you again. Thank you, Danish. Thank you, Bill, for being on the call. Thank you, Mari, for all your support and for all what you're doing. We wouldn't be here without all your help and support. And of course, thank you for all of you listeners here today. And I hope you take this action, you make this action, you start, of course, getting involved today to earn great and stable yields, which are 100% callable. Thank you so much, and all have a good, blessed evening, day, morning, wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. Thanks, everyone.